Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in or welcome back. And if you are new here, I have a lot of new friends and I just appreciate all of you guys. Please comment below and let me know that you are new and say hello so I can meet you and say hi. Thank you for all of you who are returning and coming back and supporting me through another reading. I just appreciate you also. Thank you so much. What we're doing today is a angel reading. I do this every week, and they are timeless though. So whenever it's coming up for you, no matter when it was posted, if it feels like your story, if it resonates, if it feels like a message for you, then take it as it fits. Okay. Also, there is a playlist. If you like this style of reading, there's a playlist. There's a whole bunch of them in there, but they are all timeless. So you can scroll through. You can even ask a question. Scroll through and blindly pick on one, or something might jump out at you that may feel like it is relating to that question that you had, and click on it and you'll get an answer to your question. You can use my playlist as an oracle, as we call it. All right, so, and if you ever do that, please let me know, because I always want to know. Okay. All right, so let me know in the comments below who I'm reading for today, and let's dive into your angel reading for this week, or whenever you're seeing it. What's in your strength position? I've got the inner child healing. Oh, wow. Take a step back, cut the ties, and inner child healing. So this feels like something from the past that you might have been, it's coming up in your strength position. So I feel like, you know, we just had, at the time of recording this, we just had the full moon in Libra, which was kind of the climax to the eclipse season that we had, you know, several weeks ago. So that may have brought endings, unexpected conclusions, unexpected cutting of cords. I feel like you may be still holding on to something, or this is coming up in your strength position actually. So I feel like you were maybe still holding on to something or someone, and I feel like you are being guided to take a step back, or you have taken a step back and let go and surrendered a specific situation. Perhaps you even cut the cords, or you asked for angelic help in cutting the cords to something that was tied from your past. And I feel like this could literally be anything, because it is a collective reading, but I feel like it could have been a repeating cycle in your life, or a pattern of relationships in your life that came from some sort of childhood wounding, like neglect or abandonment or something like that. And I feel like you literally, over the past couple of weeks, you've been purging this from your system, purging this from your pattern, your programming, yourself, your energy, but also purging it like you're letting go of the old cycle. This is all part of the old cycle, that we've literally closed a cycle. And maybe you've had some sort of a recent energy of cutting the cords and taking a step back from a situation that literally gave you the closure that you needed for this old chapter of your life. And I feel like you've gotten closure, and that's why this is in your strength position. It's like it's your superpower right now. You're like, yes, I let go of this old cycle. I cut ties from everything connected to this, whatever happened to you, and I've let it go. You've had angelic protection probably guiding you to let go, and you know, Archangel Michael comes with this sword that cuts people, places, and things out of your life that don't serve you anymore. And I feel like maybe that's what's been going on for you here. And well done. I just want to give you a high five, and I feel like your angels do too. Look, he's almost giving a high five. Well done. Let's see what your heart wants to say. Yeah. You've been doing the work. You've been going through a transformation. I have honesty and communication here as well. You've been going through a transformation in your heart to really heal that inner child. You know, that inner child sometimes can dictate things in our now experience that may have something, it may be connected to something that happened years ago. And sometimes it causes us to self-sabotage and get in our own way and hold on to fears and tell ourselves stories that keep us stuck. And it looks like you've been guided through something of a cord cutting from something from the past. You literally could be feeling like, oh yeah, I definitely, like, you could have literally cut cords or gone through something of a cutting cord ceremony to something that happened to you a long time ago. But it could be like energetic. You don't have to have gone through a cord cutting, but I feel like it's a purge. You know, it's a purge, and it literally is cutting the cord to the things in the past that have kept you stuck, that have kept you in a cycle that was repeating, that was a cycle of discomfort and a cycle of disappointment and a cycle of, you know, just being challenged. And it just feels like, you know, disappointments one after another. And see, you had to go through a bit of a transformation inside to become this new version of yourself. It's like I always say about the caterpillar going through the cocoon and coming out the butterfly. It's a transformation that takes place, and the caterpillar has to die to its old self in order to become the butterfly, to fulfill its destiny as that butterfly. And this is what you've been going through. So you may literally have felt through all of that you've been through, you may literally have felt that you had to die to that old self. And you had to tell your little inner child, you know, I'm sorry, but thank you for protecting me, you know, but I don't need that protection anymore. And I'm emerging from my cocoon, transformed as my butterfly self. It is your butterfly era. And I feel like that's why this is coming up in your strength position, because you've really worked through some stuff and you really cut the cord and you've really got closure on that old cycle, and you've gone through this incredible transformation. Now, let's pull some more cards on this honesty and communication. What does this mean? I feel like this honesty and communication is actually with yourself. I feel like I've got this card that loves to come out for you guys. Clear, cancel, and release. And I've got this surrender energy here. So I feel like the communication has been with yourself. You know, I feel like maybe you had to really show up for yourself, just like if you were your own best friend, and telling your inner child this honesty and communication is coming from your heart, and telling yourself, you know, we got to let go. We got to let go of these old programmings, these old behaviors, these old thoughts, whatever it is, these old habits that have kept us stuck, and decided to protect your energy. She always looks to me, when I see this card, it always looks like I am protecting my energy. I'm setting boundaries and I am protecting me. I'm doing and choosing what is best for me, and I'm blocking everything else out, you know, even opinions of others going in my ears. I'm totally protecting my space. It feels like, you know, boundaries, but also it's an energy of releasing, deleting, canceling anything that could be coming in from your own self, even that's negative thinking, negative patterns, negative programming, negative habits, negative, you know, behaviors, and that kind of thing. So I feel like you've been really honest with yourself about all of that, and surrendering all of that. And it's caused this great transformation on the inside of you. Let's see what else wants to come through for you, what you might be currently working on or working through. I feel like you've gone through you've been working through a lot. Power and intention, and the blessings and abundance. feel like you may be feeling like, oh boy, I've done all this work and I've let go of all the things or people, places, and things that weren't serving me, and maybe I'm still just sort of feeling uncertain, feeling like, did I do all this work for a good reason? Am I creating results with this? Am I going in some sort of good direction? I feel like you may feel a little bit uncertain, and you may feel maybe even tired. I mean, this energy is probably taking a lot out of you. So you may feel a little tired. You may feel a little foggy. You may feel like, are the things that I've been asking for, are they ever coming? I've done all this work and I'm really trying to change my ways and create success in whatever it is that you want, because we're all on different pages. Blessings and abundance and power and intention tell me that you are so much more powerful than you think, and you are in line for blessings. You are in line for abundance. You're in I always notice that alignment, but you are much more powerful than you think. These intentions that you've set, they're coming in. Your blessings, your success, your achievement, it's all coming in. So, yeah, you've been through a lot, and it probably wiped you out. But don't think that you've done anything wrong. Don't think that you're doing anything wrong. Don't think that it was all for nothing. Realize that, it's part of divine timing and having patience and going through, trust your process. Transformation is a process. And you may still be working through some of that to really come out in that power, feeling in that power and intention, feeling in alignment with what is for you. So just realize that you're on the right path, and you're trusting the process and you're letting it unfold. Okay? Because that's coming up in your challenge position. So you may be just kind of questioning yourself or wondering, am I going in the right direction? You are. You are. You can trust yourself. You can trust your angels. You can trust the universe. You're definitely going in the right direction. It's just you're trusting your process. And the process is unfolding in divine timing. And divine timing looks different for each of us. But I just want to tell you, trust your process, because you're headed towards wishes being fulfilled. You're headed towards prayers being answered. You're headed towards really feeling your power and seeing that power at work in your life. All right? Comment below and let me know who I'm reading for. And if you want your own private angel reading with me, that information, that link is always in the description box. Go to my booking page and then tell me in the notes that you want an angel reading. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading.